This video describes how to use recipes in the Enforcer Smart Manufacturing software. Routers define the operations that are required in your process and the order in which they are performed. They provide the structure of the operations, but they don't define the low-level details. The recipe features provide the ability to customize the operations. Recipes define the details of each product's assembly and test process. Utilizing these features, similar products can be tested using a single router. Recipes exist at two levels, the router level and the operation level. This makes it easier to maintain and organize the recipe parameters. If a voltage parameter is needed in several operations and the value is the same in each operation, the parameter could exist once at the router level. If the voltage changes in each operation, then the parameter should exist at the operation level. To begin the recipe definition, go to Process Setup and then Digital Process. Use the Select box to select the desired router, then select Recipe Data from the top menu bar. Click in the Name field to create a new recipe parameter and enter all of the required data. The data type, default value, low and high limits are just a few of the data fields. Data can also be written to or read from an external device through the controller data column. This provides access to smart devices and PLCs. Once all of the entries have been made, select the blue Save box in the corner to save the changes. After the router recipe parameters are created, their values must be defined for each different recipe that uses this router. Select Recipes under Process Setup, then click on the Select box to see all the defined recipes. To add a new recipe, type in the new name and click on the plus sign. When a recipe is selected, all of the parameters and their values are displayed. Click on the Value field and enter a new value if needed. After making changes, click on the blue Save button to save your revisions. The editing process for operation recipes is very similar. Select Digital Process and click on Select to choose the desired router. Select Operations from the top menu bar, then select the desired operation from the list on the left. From this screen, you can add new recipe parameters for the operation. After all of the new parameters have been added, save your changes. Then click on Recipes under Process Setup. Pick the operation from the list and enter the value for each of the new parameters. Keep in mind, these are recipes at the operation level, and we previously defined recipes at the router level. The information from both of these recipe groups will be available during production. The two methods are available to make recipe management more efficient and organized.